I mean, you don't wake up one morning and think, aha, I want to be a drug addict. I mean, you do it once and you're high. Well, I'm gonna do it again. It felt pretty good. And then before you know it, you have to have it. I had a perfect childhood. My dad was a coal miner. My mom stayed at home with us. He worked hard for us. I didn't go without anything.
It's completely across the board. I mean, it does not matter economic status. It doesn't matter, we have people just like Allison here today, her family, I've known her and her family her whole life. And they're just good people, but I guess bad things can happen to good people.
It started out, partying on the weekends, and that's the only thing that I did. And then it led to something deeper. I started doing meth that turned my world upside down. I was no longer me. I couldn't function, couldn't do daily things. I wanted to stay home. I didn't want my mom to see me. I didn't want people in public to see me.
One of the big problems that you see with people who are struggling or suffering from a drug addiction is a lot of times their whole goal in life is wondering where they're going to receive their next score, next pill, next unit, and they let all their health deteriorate.
And I couldn't stop. I knew I was pregnant and I couldn't stop using. And that's a horrible feeling. I mean, knowing that you're carrying a child and that you're using these poisonous chemicals, you're putting them in your body, it just doesn't make any sense.
As I remember, she was arrested on June 28th, booked in the jail, and I had set her a bond that she could not post. And at some point thereafter, I asked her if she was interested in treatment, and I think she indicated that she was.
When I was arrested on June 28th of last year, that set in motion everything that's happened and where I am now. And whenever he offered me rehab, of course, I was grateful.
The next process after she was booked and expressed an interest in seeking treatment, we sent her out to Mountain Comp, and I think it was on July the 2nd. And she was sent by the jail. They done a full physical exam. During that exam, they discovered that she was pregnant. She met all the requirements and criteria for someone to seek and be admitted into an inpatient drug rehab. And on July 12th, she was actually admitted into Karen's Place Maternity ward.
When they came and got me, I cried. It kind of felt like I was leaving my kids, even though I was in jail and I didn't get to see them. I was going somewhere strange, a different county. Everything was just, the fog hadn't lifted from all the drug abuse. I was still withdrawing really bad. I didn't know if I was going to make it. I was in such bad shape. I was just trying to get through the day, just trying to get through the next day. Most of the time it wasn't even day by day, it was just second by second, if I could just make it.
If you send someone to an inpatient maternity ward, obviously, if they're good, you don't want them to have a quick turnover rate. You want them to get someone in, keep them until the child is born.
July 12th, I went into treatment. It was the best thing that's ever happened to me. I wanted to change, and I did change, but it was because of those people that kept encouraging me and loving me and, helping me get through that tough time. I was being educated on how to be normal, how not to be an addict. I was a pro at being an addict. I didn't know anything about being sober. The long-term treatment, that was key because that gave me the opportunity to create new habits. You need a lifestyle change. You can't keep doing the same things that you were doing. Those women that work in that rehab facility, they are special. I mean, they're like God sent because you have to be a special person to be able to love somebody that I was. They loved me back to life. I gave birth November 20th to Kayleigh Danni-Lynn Rose, and when I held her in my arms, it was the best feeling. It was amazing because I knew that it was just a blessing straight from God, that she was perfect. She didn't have any withdrawals, she didn't have any trouble, and everything was perfect. Her eyes, her ears, her fingers. I was just beyond blessed. Seeing my mom and my kids was the greatest moment. They didn't know I was coming home, and I can't explain how happy I was to have their arms around me. I had waited so long and missed them so much that was the best moment. Judge Mullins has done so much for this community. He's done so much for me. He's opened doors that I never even dreamed of. It was a great feeling to see him and to let him hold the baby, to see something that he had started. This was a product of something that he had set into place. If he had just threw me in jail, I would have been chained to a bed, giving birth to my baby and giving my baby up. But he gave me the opportunity to better myself, to find recovery and to get help, to be the person that God has intended for me to be.
If we keep doing the same old thing that we've done in the past, I don't know how that we can expect anything to change. And we have to start expecting miracles.
If you can change just one, if you can give one kid a mommy, one son a daddy to take them fishing, isn't it all worth it?
We have to get ourselves in the mindset of good things can happen, but we just have to start taking those steps for those good things to happen. And Allison, in the birth of her child, is the classic example of good things can happen if you try.
This journey has been difficult and I've had a lot of struggles, but Karen's place saved my life. And here I am, almost a year clean, my baby's 6 months old, living the best life.